and welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Christina Ray, who is the co-director of Show Me Opera, and by Kinnick and Grace Gard, who are performers in Hansel and Gretel. How are you all?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm great. Excited to have you all here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. I mean, we have a little surprise coming up later, but we'll save that for a minute. Okay, so Christina, tell us a little bit about overall, just Show Me Opera.
Yeah, so Show Me Opera is the opera ensemble here at Mizzou. It is a large ensemble, and in this show, we have about 30 a mixture of majors and non-majors, music voice majors, who this is sort of their culminating project for their voice degrees or just something fun that the non-majors want to be a part of.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
That is really fun. Okay, and Hansel and Gretel.
Yes.
That's a good choice.
Yes.
That's a good choice. So rehearsing and everything, how has this been for you all? Because do you all play the same part in the show? No,
so I play Gretel.
I'm Hansel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what has that been like for you all?
It has been so fun. So it's a pretty rigorous rehearsal schedule. We both are there about 10 hours a week, if not more, doing rehearsal with our cast and with each other. I'm on the Sunday cast and you're on the Saturday cast. And it's just been so fun. We get to play a lot just because we're playing kids. So.
Yeah, we get to release our inner children, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, because what ages are your characters?
You're 8 and I'm
10,
10 I think.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've heard the story.
Yeah.
But we'll get a little more into that in a bit. But I do understand that we are going to have a song.
Yes.
We're going to have a song by Kennedy and Grace, and they are going to be performing. And this show is March 14th.
Yes.
And March 15th.
Yes.
Okay, March 15th. And you said one from each?
Yes.
Or one from each show?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, one from each show. And so performing Evening Prayer are Kennedy Kinnick and Grace Gard. Woo, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. And I think we talked about when we were rehearsing that you guys don't typically sing together.
No.
Well, that's impressive. Thank you. That's impressive. You must have a really good instructor.
Yes.
We also have wonderful counterparts. We've gotten a lot of really good practice with our castmates as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is wonderful. You know, I have a question for you. How do you determine, I think I want to sing opera at such a young age?
Oh, man. So our voice program is pretty opera heavy. So when you come in as a voice major here, you're immediately introduced to opera as a concept and as a practice. And I was someone who was completely unfamiliar with that before college. I think You were as well.
I wasn't even going to be a music major or even in performance when I first arrived at Mizzou. I wanted to go into international business.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I did my audition for the School of Music as a music minor, and they said, no, you're going to be a major. You're going to go into performance. And I said, okay. And
Okay.
now here I am.
And now here you are.
Yeah.
Happy about that choice?
Very, very much so. It's been such an amazing journey, and we've had so much support.
So much support, yeah.
That is wonderful. I love hearing that. And that has to make you really happy. to hear that.
Absolutely. Well, and it's really special too because I also went to Mizzou for my undergrad, and now I'm taken over for both my voice teacher and the former opera director, and it feels like such an honor to, carry on the legacy of this program that really does train young singers, especially at the undergraduate level. Having an undergraduate opera program is pretty much unheard of. So it's really special what we have here at Mizzou, and I feel very strongly about continuing to steward this program. So.
That is fantastic. Well, again, the show is Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel.
And the dates are again?
March 14th at 7 p.m. and March 15th at 2 p.m.
Okay. And while it is family friendly,
Yeah.
we just, there's some parts.
There's some dark parts to it, Hansel and Gretel are starving, and they're going to the forest to find food for their family, and then they run into a witch who likes to, put children in the oven and make them into gingerbread cookies. So, but it does have a very happy ending.
Yes.
The children win, so that's exciting, and then the witch becomes a giant gingerbread cookie.
See,
So,
there we go. So all's well that ends well. Right, because, sometimes we remember things from when we were young, and it's like, oh, it's so cute, it's gingerbread cookies, and it's like you get your kids there, and they're like, Mom, why is that witch putting kids in the oven?
Yeah.
So we just wanted to say that happens.
Yeah, absolutely, and
You might talk to your children about that beforehand.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a little primer.
Yeah, a little primer. Well, I love this. You guys your voices are beautiful.
Thank
you
you.
so much for sharing them with our audience. And Christina, it's always good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Nice to have you back.
Thank you.
And we hope that lots and lots of people go out and check you all at the Missouri Theater on the 14th and 15th of this month.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you all so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you.